welcome to another Gwommy Village. This is going to be a strange, mystical village experience today. We're going to have some people being more confused than ever because they forgot their roles. So we're going to have some Amnesiacs in the village. So they have a role, they do something in the night, but they don't know what they're doing, which could be interesting. So we're going to have basic villagers, of course, like usual. There's going to be a Gwommy man. The Gwommy man wakes up each night, gets to do something between two different options. And it's going to be the 5 options today. So it could be nominate. If you nominate someone, that person is nominated for the next day. It's going to be one of the 2 candidates for that day that could be killed. If you silence someone, that person cannot speak for the next day. They will have to have their microphone on mute. If you whip someone, then in the morning I will tell you something that person, a role that person is not. And that would be random. So let's say you're the bodyguard, you get whipped, I'll roll the die, and I might say, well, you're not an amnesiac because you're the bodyguard. There is no bodyguard, by the way. Why am I taking that as an example? Anyway, you get the idea. So, yes, Graham.
So amnesiac is a role, not an attribute on a role?
No. There's no. Amnesiac is a role. There's actually 2 of them.
Interesting.
And then they could have attributes as well.
Okay.
I will like try that out. I've been thinking about having the amnesiac as an attribute. So basically, you could be the bodyguard, but you're amnesiac, so you don't know about it. But I'm gonna try this first here with just having roles. It could be protect. If you protect someone, that's why I thought about the bodyguard, because protection is like the bodyguard doing someone that cannot die that night if they're protected. And if you do a C action, you will get to check someone. And if you check someone, you will find out if they are a werewolf or not a werewolf. Then we will have a backup Gwommy man. So if the Gwommy man dies, the backup becomes the Gwommy man. But until that happens, or if that doesn't happen, the backup Gwommy man is just a villager, like anyone else. We're also going to have a Gwinsomniac. The Gwinsomniac is my new modified version. So every night they will wake up and they will show me 2 numbers that are adjacent. So, or like 2 players that are adjacent, but they're numbers. So let's say right now Daniel and Greg are next to each other. So then they will write 6, 7. And I will give them a thumbs up if one of those players woke up during the night. And if I give them a thumbs down, none of those players woke up during the night. So every night they can move around so they can check different people. If, let's say, Daniel would die, then Adam and number 5 and Greg are next to each other. So then they can show me 5, 7 because those are adjacent.
It can only be side to side, not up and down.
Adjacency when it comes to the Gwinsomniac is numerical order.
Okay.
Consecutive order, yeah.
Of course, that does wrap around. So, Nick, right now you are adjacent to Victoria.
Exactly. Then we're going to have 2 people that forgot their role. So, Amnesiac Red, it's just a lack of... I'm going to figure out some more fun name. But right now it's Amnesiac Red and Amnesiac Blue. So that's the 2 different Amnesiacs. Just need to separate them for the night. So if you're an amnesiac, you will wake up in the night. You will do something. It could be picking a name of a player, or it could be just getting information from me in some way. I will tell you when I send you your role what you're supposed to do during that night, what you're expected to do. And I will give you an answer. The problem is you don't know what the question is. You don't know what you're asking me. And then every night you can also send me a message. And like basically when you send me the message, just formulate it as a question.
So, a yes or no question?
No, but like the question that you think you're asking. So let's say you think you're asking for, is this person a werewolf? Then you can send me the question, is this person a werewolf? And that's like, if that's what you're asking and that's what I'm responding to, then I will say yes. And from that point on, you will know what you're doing. You will keep doing it. If it's wrong, I will just say no.
We ask the question through chat or
no? Yeah,
through
chat or through if you want to write on something. It's up to you. Whatever is.
Okay.
It's more fun if you can write
during the wake up time, right?
Yeah, it's more fun if you can write on something for the viewers because then they can see what you're asking. That's true. Yeah, and I will be fairly strict. So like we tried this the other night. Then Gil he was asking like if the person he picked, if their neighbors were werewolves. Like I gave him a number. He picked someone. I gave him a 2. That meant that both of the neighbors of the person he picked was werewolves. And then he asked me that, and I said yes. And then we had this discussion about adjacency and like, so like I will be fairly strict. But if you are close, but not enough, I will tell you just it's hot. So you can feel like, okay, I'm on the right track, but I don't know exactly what it is. All right, we'll try that.
For example, if let's say I'm thinking that I'm the Gwitch, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, something like, can I protect once during the game? Is that an okay question?
No. You can't be the Gwitch, basically. You're asking a question. So again, like let's say that you're the Seer. Just
Okay.
it's a good example. Most people know the Seer. So you're the Amnesiac. You wake up, Daniel. You show me Josh, and I give you thumbs up.
Oh.
Then you can ask me like am I looking for werewolves, or am I doing the C action, or something like that.
So I'm trying the action and then I ask you.
Yeah, you try every night, and then you can.
So if I give you a name and you do nothing, that means that I'm not on the right spot, right?
Yeah, or maybe you kill the person, or maybe you don't know what's gonna happen. That was the Amnesiacs. Then we will have the werewolf team, where we will have an unknown number of regular plain werewolves. There will be 2 special werewolves though, so there's at least 2 werewolves. One of them is the Gwommy Wolf. The Gwommy Wolf wakes up night 0 and gives me 3. It will give me 3 names. One of those 3 will become a Geminion, and the Geminion will keep the role that they had, but they will also be on the werewolf team. Yes, Alex. Alex, that's your thing. All right, and so the Minion wins with the werewolves. It doesn't look like a werewolf to the Seer unless it's also a Lycan. It doesn't count for parity when it comes to the win condition for the werewolves. And when it dies, I will say it was a villager that died. So that's the Minion. And the Gwommy Wolf will not know who. They pick 3 people in the beginning. One of them will become randomly. So they don't know who is the actual Minion. Maybe they can figure it out by the playing during the game. Then the last role is a new one as well that I just made up, and that is the Werewolf Guard. So the Werewolf Guard will wake up each night. They will pick a player to protect, but that protection is a day protect. It's sort of like the Gwommy Wolf can do with the protect action. So this is a way to boost the werewolves and also create confusion. So they will, let's say that Nick is the Werewolf Guard. He picks Josh. You're next to me. That's why I'm taking you as an example. Then if you vote out Josh the next day, then I will just say nothing happened and we go to bed. And that's because he was protected by Nick. If that happens, that could also be because someone is a baby dragon. The baby dragon has 2 lives. The baby dragon might be in the game. You don't know. It could also be because someone is a tough wolf. And the tough wolf has 2 lives. Maybe the tough wolf is in the game, or maybe it's not. There could also be a possible wolfman in the game. I will say it's not going to be one of each. It's going to be maybe it's like basically it could be one of maximum of each. So maximum 1 tough wolf, 1 baby dragon, 1 wolfman. The wolfman looks like a villager if it gets checked by C action, but it's actually a werewolf. And the wolf cub might be in the game. If it gets killed for any reason, then the next night the werewolves will get 2 kills. The attributes hunter. You could be a hunter. If you're a hunter, when you die, you will instantly kill someone as well. Anyone can be that. You could be a telepath. If you're a telepath, when you die, you will pick a name, and that person have to send all their information about themselves truthfully to another player. They have to announce publicly who they sent it to. And the third one, the third one is that you could be a Lycan. If you're a Lycan, you don't know about it, but you look like a werewolf to the C actions. If you are, the fourth one is a cursed. If you're cursed, you won't know about it, but instead of dying when the werewolves target you at night, you will become a werewolf. And then there's items. So you can have an item, or more, I don't know. So the items are sandwich. If you have a sandwich, then you can send me a message during the day before we go to bed and say sandwich. That means you want to use it for the night. If you get targeted by the werewolves that night, they will eat the sandwich instead of you. So it's like you're protected that night. You could have a gun. If you have a gun, you can use it anytime during the day. Say, I want to use my gun. Tell me who you want to shoot. And then I will roll a die. On a 1, you will die because the gun will backfire. It's old rusty revolvers. 2, 3, nothing happens. 4, 5, 6, your target dies. Or gets hit at least. And then you could have a deflector shield. If you have a deflector shield, then if you become a candidate, you get nominated, seconded, you become a candidate for voting. Then before the vote, at any time, you can say, I want to use my deflector shield, deflect over to someone else. That person is the candidate instead and have to defend themselves before they get voted on. You can have a tinfoil hat. If you have a tinfoil hat and you get checked by the C action, I'll just do this instead of actually telling the C or whatever what you are. And when I say that, it's like I say, it's like C actions. It's because the seer will. There is no seer. If there is a seer, who knows? That will be doing C actions. The Gwommy man can do the C action, and the Minion will wake up each night and do a C action to try to find the werewolves, so they know who's on their team, right?
Do we have a bulletproof vest? Just asking for a friend.
Oh yeah. That could be in as well. If you have a bulletproof vest, then basically, if someone tries to shoot you with a gun, all the numbers I just said is going to be reversed. So the shooter will die on a 4, 5, 6. You will die on a 1 if you have a bulletproof vest on or someone's shooting you. So you might want to be careful with shooting people because someone might have that.
Can you target yourself with a gun so that you die on a 1, 5, 6?
There is no Tanner, but yes, you can. Okay.
Does bulletproof vest protect from a hunter kill?
No, it's just related to the gun. Yeah, it's just for
So
Andreas.
it's not a really good bulletproof vest.
No, you get shot in the
Oh,
head.
training
If you get hunter killed, they shoot you in the head, so it doesn't matter.
Sniper rifle.
Yeah. So good night, everyone. Welcome to night 0. And we're gonna start off night 0 with all the werewolves waking up. So all the werewolves can wake up and say hi to each other, do a little wave. Supposed to see this many. Thank you. Then I would like the Gwommy Wolf to wake up. So Gwommy Wolf, who do you want to pick as a minion? Can you show me again? I instantly forgot my own rules. Sorry. All right, just gonna. Thank you. That, and then let's head over to the Gwommy man. So Gwommy man, you will get 2 options here to choose from. So what do you want to do? So who do you want to do it to? Thank you. And Gwommy Wolf, you'll have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And then I would like and here I'm gonna be careful with there's 2 different here. So the red amnesiac, if you want to wake up. Thank you. And then I would like the blue Amnesiac. So blue Amnesiac, if you want to wake up. And you don't get to guess on the first time, but thank you. And then Gwinsomniac. So Gwinsomniac, wake up and give me 2 numbers. I will tell you if any of those people woke up. If I give you a thumbs up, 1 or 2 of those people woke up during the night. And if I give you a thumbs down, then none of those people woke up. Right, good morning everyone. Before we do anything else, we're gonna have some fun in the village. And I don't mean the lottery, I mean that we're gonna drag Andreas down to the town square, give him a good flogging and get some information. That's the fun you like to have in this village. You know, bring the kids, you know, Sunday afternoon. All right, so Andreas is not a...
Oh, and it's a die roll.
It's a die roll. Andreas is not the
Ooh.
plain villager.
Oh.
All right, and when I say plain villager, I don't take into account attributes or anything. I'm just talking about the role, like if I sent him villager. All right, then next up, we are going to have a nomination already for Cody. So Cody, you are already the first candidate for the day. And then what else happened? Well, we're going to have me sending a message to someone. I'm going to roll the die. And I'll send a message to someone. And then you can all check your messages. And one of you has become a minion. All right, then we're gonna have the fun lottery. So someone will win a prize. Let me roll the die and see who it is. It's exciting. Who could it be? Who could it be? It is Alex. So Alex, you get to pick a number between 1 and 12. All right, so I will send you a message with number 3, and maybe someone can just like, or I can actually do just, you know, we can just type number 3 in the chat, which means 3 is taken. So there's 9 more to grab. I don't think we're gonna have 12 days anyway. And have fun finding someone to go up against Cody. I will not use a timer, but I will stress you on after a little while.
Andreas, we know the most about you.
You do, I guess. You know that Joseph has 40 die.
Are you a villager?
Yes.
You are a villager.
Yes.
He said you were not a villager.
He's lying.
He said he wasn't a plain villager.
Plain
He doesn't.
villager.
That doesn't mean he doesn't have a role.
Okay, are you a plain villager, Andreas?
Yes, I'm a plain villager. You can't trust those Swedish people. They're odd.
Would you be okay going up against Cody?
It'll be fine. I don't have anything against Cody, but you would just have like a plain villager against Cody.
There
Wait,
is
how's
one
that?
rule that he can't talk about.
Oh.
Yep, it's a great role for a werewolf to hide behind too.
He could also say he does have a role in that scenario, though. There's no reason he has to claim to be a villager, so, a regular villager.
Before we go any further, I forgot a roll in the night. I just realized.
Okay.
Yeah. So if everyone goes to sleep again, I'm sorry. This happens when I do new stuff. Okay. So if everyone goes to sleep, this should happen when I wake up the werewolves at the same time to save time. But right now, if the werewolf guard could wake up, so werewolf guard, if you could wake up, who do you want to protect for day 1? Thank you. And you can go back to sleep. And everyone can wake up. Right, sorry, you can unmute yourselves. I'm not used to that. But from the future here, when the werewolves wake up, the guard will do their thing at the same time. The other werewolves will obviously see, but, you know, that's good for you.
Would the village like some potentially faulty information?
Yeah, always.
So I assume this is tied to the lottery, but I got a message from Joseph that there are 3 werewolves right now.
Okay.
And
That tracks.
the challenge with the Wolf Guard acting after we already know who was nominated and after people are already suspicious of Andreas means I don't think we can kill Cody, so we have to kill whoever else is up. Because if Cody is a werewolf, he was definitely protected by the
Guard.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, that leaves us with that the nomination was made by the Gwommy man, right? And
Right,
the
yeah,
whip, the
or
whip.
the
Well, I mean, it could have been made by anybody, but
He's just saying that if it was the Gwommy Wolf, because of the ordering, the Wolf Guard would have chosen Cody to be saved, so that if we kill him,
But
then
why would the Gwommy wolf choose a wolf to be nominated? That's
to get suspicion off of them because whoever's nominated day one, I mean,
I don't like that move though. But yeah.
Let's hear from Cody.
I'm really not sure why I was nominated. It's probably just a crapshoot at this point. I don't want to go against Andreas in case he has an important role, because we only know one, that he's not a plain villager, but that's the only thing at this point. I don't think we have enough information to fully satisfy ourselves that he's a werewolf, and we have to nominate someone and to potentially kill them. You guys suspect that if I'm a werewolf, then I've been protected, which is good logic, but I'm not a werewolf.
Well, I'm just gonna meta it right now. I would say maybe Andreas is a werewolf, and then since Joseph forgot about the guard, he's now protected.
that was my thought.
Joseph, I've got a question. How does the Day Protect work with like Tough Wolf or Baby Dragon? Would they not lose the whichever like their first life?
Yeah, they wouldn't. Like it's like a bodyguard in the night. If you bodyguarded and you're a baby dragon, you get hit and nothing happens, so you still have 2 lives.
Okay.
I will say though, for clarity on that, because that's some operators do it differently. If you're protected during the night and you get hit by the werewolves and you're cursed, you still turn. Because that overrides it.
If the Gwommy man protects, then the protection is during the night only, right? Not during the day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
what are you thinking about, Adam?
I was gonna ask Joseph, can the Amnesiac check themselves? Or like put their own name up to maybe help them figure out what question they're asking?
Maybe accidentally kill themselves.
Yeah, they can. They can. I'm not sure if they're always going to be able to, but I think right now it doesn't matter. So.
And then
Is it worth? Sorry, go ahead, Adam.
I was just gonna say, I know you said Baby Dragon is a maybe. Did you put on here, Josh, which ones are the maybes?
Tough Wolf,
Okay,
Wolf
maybe
Man,
Tough
Wolf
Wolf,
Cub.
maybe
Tough
Wolf Man,
Wolf,
maybe
Wolf
Wolf
Man.
Cub, maybe Baby Dragon. Okay.
And maybe Wolf Cub. I think I heard him say that.
Yeah. I think the baby
I'm-
dragon should always be a maybe in the future, because it's more fun if you don't know if it's in or not.
I mean, if we don't have anything else to discuss, is it worth going over sort of what possible things could get thumbs up, like Insomniac stuff? If somebody has a role,
That's how we figured it out with Gil. I just threw out a bunch of options and he picked one of them that happened to be right. Could be things like how many neighbors are wolves, or do you have attributes or items?
I find it interesting that the second Amnesiac didn't get to act on the first night, which is like,
No, both Amnesiacs
him?
acted.
Hmm?
Both Amnesiacs did their thing.
They both acted.
I thought on the second one you said you don't do your thing.
Oh, they didn't get to guess. Like they don't get to guess what they're doing on the first night.
Sorry.
The second one
Right,
tried
yeah,
to
sorry.
guess, and I was like, no, you can't
Interpreted
guess
that,
on the first
yeah.
night. Yeah. I will just to be clear, because it's a new role. The Amnesiac might not get an answer. Depends on what they're doing. Again,
Okay.
like if you're the seer, then I will obviously tell you something. but I'm trying to figure out a good example here. If you're Van Helsing, then I will not tell you something. You will just notice in the morning, oh, that person died that I chose.
And it's also possible you could get the same, because, I mean, for instance, if you were asking how many wolves there are, obviously Alex told us there's 3. So if you get 3 every day,
Yeah, then
so
you would get the
I
same.
guess
well,
I'm saying the
yeah.
name that you show may not have anything to do with
Exactly,
your
yeah.
question.
And you may
as
maybe
well.
you're not showing a name. Only the Amnesiacs know that. I will tell them what they're doing.
Oh,
Joseph, can you confirm that the number 3 that you sent to everyone in chat corresponds to 3
the
werewolves?
lottery.
That
No,
was
that's
the
the
lottery.
That was a
number.
lottery.
Lottery
Yeah.
result.
Number 3 out of 12 in the lottery.
My bad. Okay.
And again,
Okay.
as I explained earlier, the lottery might be an item, it might be an effect, might be an attribute, or it might be random info that helps your team.
And I will say, for those who didn't play in the game with the Amnesiacs before, the 2 questions were how many of this person's neighbors are werewolves, and is this person a villager? So they were getting thumbs up for
Oh, so they were in
villagers
the reverse.
as opposed to werewolves. So that's something too. Chances are it won't be those same questions. So
And Jamie
If you
figured it
get-
out like day 1. So yeah.
But it could be along those lines. I mean, it gives us a starting
Right.
point to think about.
yeah,
Connor, what do you think of Sasha?
Nothing. I'm thinking about other things actually. I'm not thinking about Sasha. I'm actually thinking about situations, like, because what Daniel said makes sense to me. That if they didn't wake up the wolf guard, like my thing right now is Andreas is either a good roll or he's a werewolf. And if he's a werewolf, he's not going to die tonight because the wolf guard probably just protected him. So it doesn't make sense to even nominate him for today. That I was trying to think that through, and I think that's where I'm at with Andreas right now.
Or does it
I
make
don't-
sense? I mean,
I think it
'cause-
makes sense.
He doesn't
to put him
die.
up.
Yeah, I think it's
us
possible that
information.
neither one of them will die no matter what.
No, but here's
So-
what I'm saying. What I think is, again, if he's a good roll and we nominate him and kill him, then we lost a good roll. If he's a werewolf, he's not dying today. The werewolf guard would have protected him because we found
Right,
out-
but that would be information we'd have that we didn't have before.
If he's a good roll, let the
Losing a good
werewolves
roll,
kill
though,
him
is
and
a
not
risk.
us.
Yeah, it's not
I'd
worth.
rather kill a werewolf than get information about somebody we're already
Right.
suspicious of.
Mm.
So to answer your question, Alex, I wasn't really paying attention to other people. I was kind of thinking that one through a little bit.
I was just asking a question to get you talking.
Yeah.
Sasha, do you have a night roll? Do you wake up at night? How's that?
Do not wake up at night.
Good, me either. So Insomniac can confirm that if they like.
Ooh, that's nice. Nice move
What did-
there.
Graham, what did you just say?
Sasha and I are both claiming that we don't wake up at night. So potentially 2 people cleared if the Insomniac checked.
Well, and I was thinking about that with Andreas now. Like, we know Andreas, I mean, all the rolls wake up at night, right? There isn't a roll that doesn't wake up at night.
Well, if he's like
Baby
the
dragon.
wolf
Wolfman,
cub or
maybe.
something.
Baby Dragon.
Yeah, wolf cub.
Is
Oh no,
Baby
no,
Dragon
wolf
the
cub would
only
wake up. No,
one?
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, actually would. Just wolf, yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking like he would actually be another one that'd be good to compare with too.
There are a lot of roles, aren't there?
A lot of maybes.
Yeah, I got what, 4 maybes? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well,
I
that's
can actually
your-
help you clarify that a little bit. If there is a baby dragon, the baby dragon doesn't wake up at night. The backup Gwommy man doesn't wake up at night.
I was just about
That's
to
true
say
too.
that.
Yeah.
I was just going over the rolls and just noticed that I didn't even hear you say there was a backup. So that would be another one that doesn't wake up.
Okay, so
I think the
Cody.
good thing. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead, Sasha. No, I was gonna ask Cody who does he want against him because really it's complicated. We don't have a clue unless what we're thinking about Andreas, which might be wrong, but still it's the only information that we have in a way.
Anna was pretty sure about going after Andreas. Just pointing that out.
I'd like to hear what Sasha had to say before we.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I do think that we are likely to be able to clear people soon, because we have potentially, like, just judging by how the Amnesiacs worked last game, we were able to clear like 9 of the 11 people in like 2 days in the village. So hopefully we have some decent rolls in there we can figure out. So I think that that's a good thing. I feel like we're gonna be able to clear people soon. So I'm just happy about that.
Go
I
ahead.
was going to ask Graham, you're typically the one that orders. We know that someone was nominated and someone was whipped, and the Gwommy man went first. Do you think in a day 0 situation, which of those do you think would be more
I mean,
likely for the Gwommy man to
depending
pick?
if the Gwommy man has participated in our rankings before, but whip has never been high on the list. Whip is really valuable late in the game, not so much at the start of the game, but who knows?
And handing nominate to the Gwommy Wolf would be dangerous.
Not necessarily. I mean,
well, I guess depending on how much
it gives us
suspicion, it is day
information,
0.
right?
Yeah.
Like it. So now the Gwommy man, if they know that the Gwommy Wolf had nominate, they can be pretty sure, if that's the case, then they can probably clear Cody, because it is a risky move to put up.
That's
your
true.
fellow werewolf with
Yeah,
nominate.
I think in this situation, whip would be above nominate because of the fact that there was like no reason to be suspicious of anyone because we hadn't had a day yet.
Yeah.
And I think Andreas is a generic good choice. He lasts long, and other than the way he tilts his head is generally hard to read. So,
well, only for some people.
Who says that? Josh? Is that? Are you the one who called?
Yeah,
that?
Josh, maybe.
Josh is going with those reads. Those are his ones with the swallowing from Sean.
Well, look at Andreas right now. He's trying to hold his head straight up. Wow.
Personally, Andreas is trying to guess how many guns there
Wait
are.
till they see the tape in the back of my neck.
I am suspicious of Andreas, but with the logic that we've been following so far, that they may be protected or that they may be a good roll, I really don't think that he's a good choice to put up against me for this night, because if we are potentially sacking one of our good rolls, then we lose something potentially pretty big, or he has to come out and then you kill me. So and I'm at a loss right now. Does anybody have any suspicions at this point other than Andreas? Because he's been talked about a lot, and I'm just looking for some help in making this decision. I really don't.
Anna, Sasha, Greg.
What's your reason for those?
Mostly just little body language things. None of those are like huge suspicions, but just like looking stressed, looking away, stuff like that.
I'd like to hear from Nick and Abdul as well.
I have nothing to, I don't have anything prepared right now. Just trying to look and see if I can track some reads. I'm definitely in a deep part of the water.
I don't have much. Originally, I thought it might be a good idea to nominate Andreas, but I've been definitely swayed that it would be a bad idea right now. I like the idea of getting Cody to choose someone to go up against him. I reckon that's a good idea. Although he shouldn't have to make the decision by himself, of course, but I do like leaving the decision to him so he can say maybe veto someone he thinks shouldn't be put up against him. Yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask Joseph, are all the attributes and items there's just one copy of each of them? Or could there be multiple deflector shields, multiple guns, multiple lichens?
There can be multiple, but I used to say back in I watched one of my old videos, and I used to say oh, well, it's 0 to number of players, which is stupid because I'm not going to have 12 lichens. So it's more
But
like
you could. There's always that
one heck of a game.
possibility.
well, it's not really true either because so basically I'm sort of I'm randomized, like I decide how many, like what I did today at least. I decide how many guns are we gonna have, and then I randomized
Okay.
who
We
would
don't
get
know.
them. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know in the one game we played, I think, I don't know, maybe it was yesterday, we had like, there was one of each of the
Oh
things.
yeah,
So,
that was like just a few players. So.
okay.
So there's
nominate
not
Anna.
like I will say it's not like 12 deflector shields. It's like
I'll second.
All right, who nominated who?
I nominated Anna.
All right, so Anna is the second candidate. So, Cody, what is your defense?
I actually, to be honest, wasn't gonna go for Anna. I was actually leaning towards Sasha, out of Alex's sus list, because I know from what my experience, I've heard that she is a good werewolf player. So if she is a werewolf, I was worried she's not. She's on the sus list and not readable as a werewolf, from what I've heard. As far as a defense for myself, I don't think it's a good idea to kill me right now, because I could be important later on, but I'm not sure yet.
All right. So, what is Anna's defense?
I'm sorry, who nominated me? Alex, and who seconded?
Graham.
Graham seconded.
I am a villager. I actually have a gun, and I'm going to use it just in case you guys decide to kill me.
All right. So who are you shooting, Anna?
I don't know. Hold on a second. Who do I trust right now?
If you're really a villager, you would help us if you shoot Andreas, I think. If we believe that he might be bad, if we believe that. So we might take out alive if he's the baby dragon, which will make him able to say what he is. And then if that doesn't happen, then we would know that he's protected. In a way, it's going to be a 50-50. That's only my thinking about that.
So okay,
I can agree
give
with
me
that.
1 second. Connor.
Yeah.
Right now, you're like the lowest on my sus list. Do you agree with
That's a
Daniel's
first.
thinking? I know, right?
Do I agree with Daniel's thinking? Is that what we just asked?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more on the side of Andreas being bad than good, but it's just that risk. That's the only thing.
Okay, so Andreas,
sure
if I
there's-
shoot you
there's
and
the-
kill you, I'm so sorry if you are good, but I'm gonna shoot Andreas.
It's a classic. We can't
Yeah,
fight
Andreas
nature.
and
You know?
guns just
It
don't
is.
mix.
It is ironic.
How does this happen every time?
Okay.
Yes, it does.
So
If it
don't even have a
backfires,
good
if
luck.
it backfires, do we still vote afterwards?
Yes, then we will
Yeah.
have to find a new candidate. So good luck to both of
okay.
you. Sadly,
No, he's
though,
not a candidate, so we're
Andreas
good on
does
that.
not have a bulletproof
He's gonna
vest.
have the bullet. He's gonna have the bullet.
I was hoping
If he
he did.
doesn't have it. Is that what he said?
I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay, so Andreas does not have a bulletproof vest, sadly. So this is gonna be a normal roll. So here we go. I'm sorry, Andreas. I don't know what to do in these games. It's not my fault, though. It's not me shooting you. So Andreas did not die, though. He's still here. But he did get hit. He's a little scratch on the side. So now we're gonna vote. So it's going to be Cody versus Anna. And you vote up to kill Cody. You vote down to kill Anna. Or not vote at all. You can abstain from voting. You just pull your arm back. I forgot to say that in the beginning. So up for Cody, down for Anna. Adam wants something.
Did she actually give a defense or just say that she was shooting Andreas?
All I said was I was a villager. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
I can't tell you any more than that. I'm a villager. Don't kill me. I'm a villager.
All right, sorry, Anna. Yeah, I was too quick there. So, all right, up to kill Cody, down to kill Anna in 3, 2, 1, vote. So I see 2 It's 3 down and 6 up. So you've chosen to kill Cody. Sorry, Cody. Thank you for playing. Cody was a villager. All right. So good night, and let's start.
Hold on, do we get to know what Andreas was? No, he didn't die.
Let's start off with the Gwommy Man. So Gwommy Man, these are your options for tonight. So what do you want to do? Who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Then Gwommy Wolf, you will have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. Werewolves, wake up. Pick a target, and at the same time, the werewolf guard can also choose who to protect. Thank you. Then red Amnesiac. Red Amnesiac. And blue Amnesiac. So blue Amnesiac, do your thing. Thank you. Gminian, wake up and do a seer check. So who do you want to check? Thank you. And Gwinsomniac. So Gwinsomniac gave me 2 numbers that are adjacent. I'll give you a thumbs up if 1 or 2 of them woke up. I'll give you a thumbs down if none of them woke up. Thank you. And everyone can wake up. And so you take poor Josh and you drag him down to the town square to give him a good flogging. But on the way there, he gets killed by werewolves. So Josh is dead. Sorry, Josh. Josh was a villager, just about to get whipped. But yeah, at least he got out of that.
Beating a dead horse. Oof.
No, we're still flogging him.
Yeah.
Did they
Can we-
look to see which werewolf it was?
Yeah, Joseph, can we whip the corpse and find out something he wasn't?
No, that's too gruesome.
Can we still do it just for fun?
I'm gonna send this to Tom and all that, you know. So.
I think I did.
This is
Only if
wicked
his
village.
role is a horse.
It was better with the bots.
We do lottery, Joseph.
Yeah, we should do that. Thank you. Let's see who wins. That's Sasha. So Sasha, what number would you like? Except for
I'll take
3.
8, please.
8. All right, I'll send you a message. All right, we need 2 candidates in day 2.
All right, well, we're all thinking it. Andreas, are you Baby Dragon?
Yes. So please don't shoot me again. That would be very nice. Once is enough for today.
Yeah, I feel like he could have indicated that yesterday. That making no attempt to even hint at it is incredibly suspicious. So,
I mean, that's why I said like villager, and not claimed like it's a roll or something. Also, to not get like suspicious for the wolves and get like attacked by them, because I thought they wouldn't have any interest in the baby dragon. Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's not, and he's a liar, and I nominate Andreas.
I'll second.
All right, so Andreas is the first candidate.
I won't be doing any noms or seconds. I'm sorry, Anna, for my hasty decision yesterday.
I'm curious about the people who voted, because Anna said she was a plain villager, and Cody said he had a role, didn't he?
He said he could help us later.
That was the implication.
I said I was a villager. If I said,
Yeah.
I said plain, I'm a villager, but
You said villager.
I have a role.
No,
Anna said she
there's just
couldn't.
several of us who didn't vote because
She
I thought you were
couldn't
both
tell us.
villagers. So I was just
Yeah,
surprised
I
that like
didn't
9
think
people
either-
voted one way
I
or
didn't
the
think either
other.
was bad based on what Cody had said.
Yeah.
The only reason I voted to kill him was because I didn't want to die or
Sure.
whatever.
Right,
And
you voting that way
so-
makes sense. I was just
Right.
surprised so many others voted.
Yeah, I should have abstained.
I mean, everybody would have had to abstain for an abstention to mean anything. Though. So I think there's potential that he could have been an amnesiac and like didn't know what his value was yet and could have been valuable later. Like that was the most generous
what I was
interpretation I could have got from what he said, but it was a little too cryptic for me to want to keep him over Anna.
I wasn't thinking that.
I was
wasn't
thinking he
that.
was the backup Gwommy.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Possible. So Daniel, do you have any fun items?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay.
No items.
Who won the lottery?
So Connor,
Did you
what's
get
your
information
take about
for the
Andreas?
village,
Do you
like
believe
Alex
that?
did?
Him claiming the baby
did-
dragon?
I did not get information. I got an item.
Do I think he is the baby dragon? Is that what you just
Mhm.
asked, Daniel?
Mhm.
I again, based on yesterday, I said this yesterday. I feel like he was more suspicious of a werewolf than a villager.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I would not give it a chance that this is again something that I'm thinking like from the role set that we have. I would say it's more probable that the baby dragon is one of the amnesiacs, and or it's not in the game at all.
How would the baby dragon would be an amnesiac if
It's an
both of
additional
them
roll,
have
I
been
thought.
woken up
They
to
don't
do?
act at night. It doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
the baby dragon doesn't act at night. The amnesiacs do.
It can be cannot that
Then he
cannot
wouldn't
be.
have woken up the amnesiac.
It kind of defeats the purpose of my question to Joseph is, do I do nothing? Like
I will say that that's separate roles. Like I said, there are amnesiacs, and I said there might be a baby dragon. It's like separate
Sure.
things.
So
basically,
Yeah,
if the amnesiac would be like I'm not like I'm for the future. I'm not saying that there never could be doubles. So there could be. I think in a future game there could be like a baby dragon Van Helsing, and then there could be amnesiac that's doing the Van Helsing action. For
Do
example,
we have a candidate already?
I took it as
Andreas.
that because
yeah, Andreas.
Joseph said I was thinking it's possible because Joseph said that somebody who would ask something would not get any answer or anything.
but they
You
will
would
still
say
they will
that
still
it
do
might
something.
be-
They will still do
So,
something. Yeah.
I had
Okay.
a similar thought, but for a different role. I was thinking bodyguard.
It might be.
You don't have a bodyguard in the game, so I was thinking that there could be one.
Did Alex or Adam want to? Oh, it doesn't matter. Andreas is probably our target today anyway. But in case Andreas lives, would either Alex or Adam want to claim that they do not wake up at night just to give the insomniac something else to do today or in the evening? I'm assuming they didn't check Sasha and I, but insomniac may be the person with the most info right now.
I can say I do not wake up at night.
I can assume me and Anna could be checked because I assume that Anna didn't wake up at night.
I will say I was surprised that Cody died, because I was thinking that, I think someone mentioned it too, that the Wolf Guard or whatever it's called would protect Cody. So then when he didn't die, the village would immediately think, oh, he's one of those bad wolves.
I mean, that's just delaying us killing him by a day. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
I felt
mean,
like the
technically-
protection was obviously for Andreas because Andreas didn't die. So
Right. No, I was going to say yesterday before someone else got nominated, I was going to bring up that possibility. So it was in my mind that would the wolf have done that to try to throw the village off, but it didn't happen, so it didn't matter. So
Yeah, I didn't even think about protecting like the other side. That's a good thought. 'Cause that would really
I'd like to hear
confuse
from
people.
Nick.
So at this point, I would say that the nomination of Cody was by the Gwommy Wolf.
let's let Nick talk.
Yeah, let's let Nick.
God. I'm still just, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that one that's kind of floundering right now, but seriously, I am a little bit floundery. I'm a villager.
Last time we killed a man, he was a tanner. I don't want to.
I'm really tempted
Nervous.
to give Sasha the benefit of the doubt here, but her literal quote when somebody proposed that Cody could have been protected by the Wolf Guard was, "I didn't even think about protecting the other side."
I didn't think about that role protecting of it. Like that was something that never crossed my mind, that the whatever it's called, the Werewolf Guard would protect a villager. So like if somebody had, if that person had protected Cody and he hadn't died, I wouldn't even have considered it to be a villager. So I thought that was a good thought.
I was trying to watch Sasha's reaction when Cody said her name yesterday, and she was just straight faced. I was a
Well,
little.
I've got information for the village I can come out with. I am the Amnesiac Red, and I've been trying to figure out what my role is. I checked Daniel night 1, and I got a thumbs up, and I checked Sasha night 2, and I got a thumbs down. And the question that I asked was, am I checking for COVID-19?
Why, Alec? Why?
And I got a thumbs down for that, so that is not my role. But
nice, that was actually a good check. It works.
So
It
whatever
works.
I'm doing, Daniel and Sasha are opposite.
This is where Daniel nominates Sasha or Sasha nominates Daniel.
No,
Is it gonna
no,
be-
I don't think Sasha is
I mean,
bad.
it could be somebody that's near them or something like that. I'm just giving that information
The
now.
pattern that I'm seeing here at the moment for Sasha is just people jumping on her because she had a bit of suspicion in the first night. That's only that I can read from whatever is happening.
Do people have
Daniel-
a real question that I should ask?
Does Daniel want to not nominate Sasha so that it doesn't become more obvious that he's the werewolf when Sasha is a cleared villager when she dies?
I'm not a werewolf though.
It could be something different, like do they wake up at night?
Could be.
Well, I asked if they
We've
had
already gotten
items because
insomnia
I
out
wanted
there.
to figure out if that was maybe it. Like I'm checking people for items, and Daniel said he didn't.
Items, maybe.
Sasha just got one.
I started with the items to help with your check. So I actually have 2 items right now.
Okay, so it's not that.
How about
Could be,
well,
do they
ask,
not have items?
ask a simple question like am I looking for werewolves? You know, I would go simple. I don't think he's gonna make it too complicated, but because he's got so many people that he's waking up at night, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I mean, I figure he wouldn't just give me the seer role, but I can certainly ask. It would rule it out.
I mean, I think he's not making it too complicated, but he's not making it that simple. So
Yeah.
dude, that's
You
something.
could go the other way. Ask
Yeah,
if you're
I
checking
would-
for villagers.
I would check for like, am I looking for lichens or am I looking for
There you go.
cursed or something like that? Am I looking for hunter? Something that they don't know that they are, which I think is lichens,
Someone with an
tinfoil hat.
attribute.
We could
Here's
certainly
all I'm
kill
gonna
one of
say
them to
about the
find out
lichen
more
thing.
information.
The
Tell
lichen
about
thing isn't
it.
that big of a deal in this game, with there only being the Gwommy man who
Sure.
can see every now and again. So I don't even really. It's not that big of a deal. Even if that is his power, it's not that great. I'd rather it be something more powerful. I mean, it could be the lichen thing. I just don't think that's that valuable, that information.
Well, for what
That's true. Actually,
it
yeah, well,
matters, I'm a lot of the times when I'm playing Joseph's games, I am a lichen. So,
and for anybody watching this on YouTube or anywhere else, Joseph failed to give me the thumbs up the first time that I checked, but he told me in the chat that I would
Aw.
have gotten a thumbs up for Daniel. So,
Oh, you don't need-
anybody watching,
You don't need
we're
to out
confused
me like
about
that.
I'm helping you.
But the moderator did just verify Alex's claim. So...
Or I joke.
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh,
That was more my
oh.
concern with that statement. Yeah.
So Abdul,
I love
yeah,
when you try to
I'm
meta
not-
me.
Okay,
So
we don't have a Tanner in this game, right?
No.
I'm very suspicious of Nick.
Oh man. I got nothing to bluff. I'm a villager. I'm fodder right now. I'm good to keep around as a living villager. That's about it. And I'm looking for tells. I'm trying my hardest to find some sort of tell.
Why, as a villager, would you want to have something to bluff?
As something to just work on people's assumption that, okay, if we keep him around, he will offer some amazing bit of help. That might be a little selfish of me, but I do want to stay around for a little while.
Usually a werewolf thing.
A
is
long
to stay
while.
around when you're
confused is normal. I would say my suspicions would be, apart from Andreas, who is on the top of my list because of that theory that we had, I think it would be Adam. And the other one I think it might be Victoria. Why Adam? Because he's like theorizing about Cody. Okay, we know we did a mistake. We killed Cody. And yeah, so. But that doesn't mean that we thought that he's good or bad. For example, I didn't vote on that vote because I knew that I had a feeling that both of those are good, so I just abstained. But yeah, I trust you, Alex. But he's like potentiating and accenting that like 2 or 3 times like during the day, so I don't kind of weird for me. On the other hand, Victoria, he's just trying to be like there on the other team, me and Sasha. Maybe we are, I don't know. But at this point, you accenting that for me is something more suspicious than Sasha.
I've never seen you not like attack someone because they brought your name up. So I'm not surprised you're bringing my name up, but
most of the times when some people attack me, I just laugh it off. But I'm not taking it as an attack. You're totally normal. It's normal in this game to have a suspicion on people. That's totally normal. But your reaction on that is something that for me is a kind of a
on
sign.
what?
On me and Sasha being on a different team, and now you're theorizing that. Didn't you say that?
Why would I not think that you guys were on different teams if you guys got
Because
different?
It might, yeah, but it might be something totally.
I mean, that does feel like the most basic. Like we don't know
it's
what
super basic. That's why I'm thinking it's not that, to be honest.
Well, I don't think like that.
Okay.
I
I'll
sort of think
nominate
it's more
Adam.
likely to be like somebody's next to or something. Like I think it's more likely to be one step past.
I'll nominate Adam.
Adam has been nominated. Is there a second?
Can we let him speak first?
Yeah, I would say that first.
We do need nominations to get the day going.
Because I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just thinking that. I'm thinking those two stuff that happened. So sorry, Adam, go ahead.
No, you're fine. No, the only reason I brought, just because I was thinking of it yesterday and it was needless for me to say because like you said, we were past it, but when before Anna got nominated, I was going to bring it up just in case, because it could have been like a double think move by the wolf. So that was the only reason. And like you said, it was pointless for me to bring it up, but it's not because I'm a wolf by any means.
And on the other hand, just wanted to say before we let other people speak, I think Connor and Graham are good, are safe.
Always happy when I can trick you.
I've gotten two
Was that a
people-
nomination? Was that a nomination, Daniel?
No,
We
no,
do need
I
a nomination for a second candidate.
I would
Can
not
I
nominate
nominate,
those two.
even because I am nominated Andreas, can I nominate a second candidate or no?
No, you not. No.
Who would you
Who would you-
nominate?
Nick.
See, I don't know how much you've played with Nick. I feel like Nick gets so flustered in games, and I just can't tell
Yes.
if that's what it is. Right
Yeah.
now. Like I believe him when
I
he
also
says,
think that's a very good cover.
"No, I know,"
believe
but
he's confused, but I also think that if he was that confused, he'd be like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm not doing anything this game. You can kill me." The fact that he's like, "I really want to stick around. You shouldn't kill me," is kind of werewolfy to me.
Nick, are you optimistic you'll be an asset to the village if we keep you around?
Yes.
More so than you have
I'm
been
thinking
so far?
positive. I'm thinking positive.
I'm thinking
I can
positive
learn.
as well. And I'm positive, so go.
Does it even matter who our nomination? I mean, we're killing Andreas, right?
That's why I nominated you. I figured.
I was going to say, does it
more
even
information
matter
out of
who?
you?
Yeah.
You're probably killing
Yeah.
Andreas.
I mean, if Alex's
no,
nomination,
no,
is
it does
still up,
matter.
I'll-
Stop. It does matter. There's deflector shields, so it
Oh,
definitely.
that's true. That's
it
true.
does matter.
Good point.
Was
Better
that
to
a
have tools.
nomination?
I mean, right now I'm on Alex and Anna right now being good.
Was that a
So I'd
nomination?
rather those two pick somebody. To be honest,
I would say you pick somebody.
me?
Yeah.
Somebody
really
should
don't-
nominate either Nick, Adam, Greg, Daniel, Graham, me, Victoria. Connor.
Okay, you have 1 minute, then the die will decide.
Come on, Connor, do it.
I'm gonna nominate Sasha. Just that's been a
Okay,
name.
I'll second.
All right, Sasha has been nominated. So, Andreas, what is your defense?
I'm the tough wolf, and I know that I'm protected today, so you just waste the day, which is fun, I think, from the wolf's perspective. So enjoy. That's my
Alright.
defense.
All right. So, Sasha, what is your defense?
Should I shoot Andreas?
Do you have a gun?
Yes.
Of course.
I'm gonna shoot Andreas.
Okay.
Of course.
No,
God, we
no,
waste a life.
no input, guys. If a gun is used, the gun is used. So a gun has been used against Andreas, correct? Poor Andreas getting shot at all the time. Good luck to both of you. And that's 2. So nothing happens.
I would like to shoot Andreas again.
All right, the
With my
second
second
gun,
gun.
second gun
Stop,
has
it
been
doesn't
used.
make any sense. It's
Well,
a
then
terrible
we'll
No
nominate somebody
input,
else.
no input,
Won't we
guys.
nominate somebody else?
So, gun is used, no input. We're gonna roll, we're gonna see what happens. This is the 3rd time Andreas is getting shot. And that is a 3, so nothing happens. I don't know what happened now, Andreas. You're all of a sudden the gun liked you.
Sasha, like best.
I'm
case
invincible.
scenario- best case scenario, you waste it. Worst case scenario, you die, and we have to put up someone else to die. Like
I thought that then we would, if he got shot, then we could put up somebody else in his
That
place.
is correct.
no, he's infinitely.
take a life
if he's
from him if
actually
he
protected
really is-
today. He's infinitely protected from no matter how many times we shoot him, and no
It's
matter
not
how
just-
many times we
How?
get
How can he be
How?
protected
What?
2 days in a row?
I thought he was protected yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
that
that.
We
doesn't
don't
matter.
know.
If he's
Right,
actually
right.
acceptable, maybe not. But
No,
we can
I
vote
think
him out. There's no need to waste the gun.
We have to try and kill him.
But if he was,
All right, it is Sasha's defense technically. So, do you want to say something else, Sasha, or should we go to voting?
Yeah, I'm a plain villager, so but I thought that he was protected yesterday by the werewolf guard, so I thought I could kill him, and I didn't know anybody else for sure that to use it on, and I know I could die, so I thought I would use it on him, and then we could put up somebody else in his place. So sorry
All
if I
right.
misunderstood that.
So let's vote because the day has been long. So it's gonna be up to kill Andreas, down to kill Sasha, or abstain from voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. And you have chosen Andreas. So Andreas is dead. Thank you for playing. Andreas was a werewolf. And good night, everyone. And we're gonna start off with the Gwommy Man. So Gwommy Man, here are your options. Who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And Gwommy Wolf, you will have to do this to someone. Thank you. And werewolves. Werewolves. Who do you want to target tonight? And the werewolf guard can also tell me who you want to protect tonight. Thank you. And red Amnesiac. Red Amnesiac. Do your thing. Thank you. Oh, you do, yeah. Thank you. All right, blue Amnesiac. Blue Amnesiac, do your thing. Okay, thank you. Gwinsomniac. Gwinsomniac, give me some numbers. Thank you. And almost forgot, Gminion. Gminion, do your C check. I have you written on a different line on my notes. Thank you. Right, so good morning, everyone. Now, nothing happened during the night. But we're going to have a lottery. So let's see who wins. Come on, can I roll someone that is in the game? There we go. Nick, you won the lottery. So what number do you want, Nick?
4 times you did it, and it still said Nick. All right.
That was like 19. Yeah.
What's the from 1 to what?
1 to 12, but 3 and 8 is already taken.
I'll do 11.
11. Okay, I'm gonna send you a message.
I cut out for a second. Did somebody die or no?
No.
Andreas.
Okay, so guys, according to what happened last night, which means that nothing happened, I'm the Gwommy Man. Protected myself twice in a row. I'm thinking the second time I was successful this last night. I just want to come out because I know I'm going to be a target for the wolves, since I suppose I protected myself. so nobody could claim the role later on. At least if we have a backup movement, then great. If we don't, then great again. What would I say? Nobody would be able to claim it. That's why I'm coming out. So the first day I whipped Andreas and I let the nominate go through to Cody. And what happened with that thing that Joseph forgot about somebody who needs to be protected, that was really a meta move by me, but I was suspect of Andreas right there and then. So yeah.
What are your thoughts on Cody being the backup Gwommy man then?
It might be. I wouldn't know. But I think
You wouldn't know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think he might have been the backup Gwommy man, but still, I would not. Although we might have lost the backup Gwommy man, I would not give the option to a werewolf later in the game to claim Gwommy man. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that he was the backup Gwommy man just because, like, the way he responded. I just don't think that was his role.
Might be. I don't know. The other thing that he could have been might be the amnesiac. Yeah, one of the amnesiacs. So
I really think that's more likely.
Nick, between you and Anna, who do you think was more likely to have woken up last night?
Between me and Anna. I like Anna, although she has something against me. Neither.
That's interesting. So I'm pretty sure Anna didn't wake up either. No.
I think Nick's a safe pick.
Nick, did you get information for the village from your lottery win?
I got some information.
And
He's
That's
not
it.
going to share it because he's a werewolf. Victoria,
You're not treating me very nice. I want to not share. What a surprise.
because you're a werewolf. Victoria.
she's so and I
Man.
so want to
Punching down.
If I had another gun, I'd shoot him. Victoria, one of the things I noticed, I know that it's your 6-month anniversary with Cody, but you voted to kill him. So I want you to explain.
Okay. I feel bad, but he was really nervous, and I think it was kind of sucked that he was the first nominated, but I really trusted Anna, and I was certain that Anna had some sort of role, assumed it was Baby Dragon, but I really did trust you. So I didn't even think of abstaining, honestly, like, because enough people were going to vote, it was going to go some way. So if I had control over it, I felt like I was more confident saving you than saving Cody.
Also, somebody has to prepare the dinner, so.
Daily, what was your next question?
Yeah, so I checked myself and I got a thumbs up, and I asked if I'm looking for villager roles, and I got a thumbs down. So my thoughts right now are that I'm looking for potentially werewolves near people, which kind of steers me towards Nick, but that's my best assumption right now. It's not something with items, I don't think, because I don't have any, and the people that I've checked have said.
I think hypothetically, if the Insomniac checked Nick and Anna and got a thumbs up, then that would make Nick suspicious as well.
Wait, what did you say you got, Alex? On yourself, you got a thumbs down or a
Thumbs
thumbs
up.
And you got a thumbs up from Daniel?
Thumbs up on me, thumbs up on Daniel, thumbs down on Sasha.
Down on Sasha.
Oh. And if you asked if you were finding werewolves near
I
people?
asked if I was looking for villager roles specifically, and I got a thumbs
Okay.
down.
Okay. So if you're
okay, that's
if
what you
you're
meant.
finding adjacent werewolves, what would that mean?
That Nick needs to be nominated.
Nick
I'm going to nominate
or
Nick.
Adam?
All right,
Because he
Nick
he
has
got
been-
a thumb up
Nick has
for
been
me
nominated.
Somebody second me. I'm telling you, he's a werewolf.
How he's been?
It is my gut.
It
is my
Okay,
gut.
okay, okay.
I'm on Nick, but
That
I
didn't
do
mean-
agree that
I
Adam's
know.
the better nomination.
Okay,
That
so
would
I'm seconding.
so Nick is the first candidate for the day.
that would mean either Graham or I is a werewolf as well, I think. because he got the thumbs up on Sasha last turn and thumbs
No.
down on Daniel. Or am I getting?
No. The other way
It was
around. The other way
opposite.
around. Abdul, thumbs up for me, thumbs down for Sasha.
Yeah. So
So that would mean Adam could have
Adam will
potentially
break.
come up.
that Graham
That's what
and
I'm
Abdul
thinking.
are okay.
So if
Or
you're getting
Greg.
Alex, if you're getting a thumbs up for you and for me, then Adam is between us.
Right. That's why I think we should nominate him too.
But you don't know that that's the question.
I don't. That's just we're trying to figure this out.
Right. No, I know.
I feel like I haven't heard much from Greg.
That is true. I am naturally pretty quiet. I'm just trying to take in information as much as possible. I'm trying to figure out this little puzzle with some rules that I'm not familiar with. I've also haven't played in a while, which is kind of messing things up for me too.
I will say this. I'll say that I think Nick and Greg are more suspicious than Adam, but by the numbers game, Adam gives us more information. So I don't know who to nominate.
I'll take a quick break while you figure it out. So.
Sort of feel like maybe we should nominate Nick and Adam. Hear them both.
I would say, based on the information Daniel gave, you don't want to nominate me.
I'll nominate
Lane?
Nick.
I think Nick's already up.
Oh, Nick's already up. Yeah, that's right.
Nick's
Adam,
already up.
Adam, I think I'm
And
missing
Joseph is away
something.
as well. So.
I'm going
Okay.
to use the bathroom real quick while just.
While
that
everyone's
not-
away, Adam, can you elaborate? I feel like I'm missing whatever you're saying.
I would prefer not, and hopefully the people that caught on understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
If I get nominated, I'll have to come out with my info, but I would prefer not to have to, and hopefully those who kind of followed what I was saying will know.
So I'm measuring my saturation and pulse all the time while I'm playing this game. They're on the peak, the best level. So thank you guys.
We're keeping your blood pressure normal. Is that it?
You're
Who
keeping
do
my
you
heart
think?
rate normal because I was drinking some kind of a medication against that helps against COVID. Maybe I don't know, and it just puts the heart rate a bit up.
Daniel,
which
what do
now
you
is
think for a
normal.
nomination? Do you think?
I
do you
think Adam.
Greg?
I think Adam. I'll
Graham,
just
what do you
go
think?
by my gut.
I mean, I think we're probably most leaning toward Nick. I'm willing to give Adam another day, but I feel like he can't say, "Oh, I'm not going to come out with my roll for too long" if he's already put suspicion on himself by saying he has one. So
I'd feel more comfortable putting up Greg or Abdul against Nick, knowing, and my goal is to, I think I'm like 99.9% sure Nick is a werewolf.
I nominate Greg.
Greg has been nominated. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right.
How do you read Abdul though, guys? I don't know how your suspicion.
Yeah, and if
for
it's
Abdul.
Abdul, then
I can never.
I'm
read
not
him.
suspicious of Abdul.
if it's Abdul, then that means that the information doesn't mean what we think.
Okay.
No, but what I'm saying is, of all the people, I'd feel more comfortable with those two because they've been so quiet that.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys, but it's Nick's defense. So, and you're muted, Nick, because I muted everyone because I'm rude. Do you have anything to add to that, Nick?
Yes, I do. A couple more explicatives. I'm going to say what my information was that I got. It is that the Amnesiac Red is dead.
Okay, he's a werewolf.
Okay, so Greg, what is your defense?
Well, Nick already was one of my base suspicions based on some information I have. I was hoping I'd go one more day, but we'll go with this.
I think you're safe.
Was that your defense, Greg?
No,
I didn't mean to cut him off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was confused there for a second. Caught me off guard.
I need to mute Nick as well. That's fine.
So, yep, I'm the Gwomsomniac. And day one, I checked Cody and Connor. One of them wakes up, at least one. which is why I was leaning towards Cody being the backup Gwommy man. Day 2 checked Graham and Sasha, and neither one of them wake up. And this past night I checked Nick and Anna, one of them does wake up. Which is why I'm really leaning towards Nick being a werewolf here.
Can we ask questions?
Very short then. It's very long days. So.
Connor, or who wakes up?
Cody.
So Cody doesn't wake up because he's the backup woman, which
If
means
that was
Connor
true,
wakes up.
But then Connor said that he thought Cody was the backup one man, which is kind of why. my
Which
brain
means
went
he
that
doesn't
route.
wake up. Now that means that Connor wakes up.
Correct. That's my logic, at least.
You should be careful there.
I mean, statement. I'm super glad that I guessed correctly on who the Insomniac checked. But Nick, question for you: would you agree that our most logical play is to kill you to see if you're a villager and you're telling the truth about Alex lying?
Nick is muted again.
When I make the most sense and logic, I'm quiet. This is so. Say your question again, please.
Would you agree that if we want to know if you're telling the truth when you're claiming that Alex's role claim is dead,
Okay. Yes.
that we should kill you to find out if you're a villager?
Living up to what I said before, yes, I'm here as a villager to help the villager team. And if that's to take the sword to fall to figure out who the other person is, sure.
All right. So let's vote. So it's going to be up to kill Nick, down to kill Greg, or abstain from voting. In 3, 2, 1, vote. And I am sorry, Nick. It seems like people want you dead. So Nick has been killed, and Nick was a villager. Good night, everyone. Okay, let's start off here with the Gwommy man. So Gwommy man, here are your options. So who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Gwommy Wolf, you have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And werewolves, who do you want to target? And also werewolf guard, you can give me the name of the person you want to protect. Thank you. And red amnesiac. Red amnesiac, you can do your thing. Thank you. Blue amnesiac, you can do your thing. Thank you. Communion, you can do a seer check. So do you want to check? Thank you. And finally, the Gwinsomniac, you can do your thing. Thank you. And everyone can wake up. First of all, I am sorry, Daniel, but you have been killed in the night. So Daniel was a villager. And then we're also going to have some fun. And I don't mean the lottery. We're going to drag Adam down to the town square and find out some information here. I don't know why I'm enjoying this so much. Sorry, Adam. I'm going to roll it up here. And Adam is not a wolfman. All right. And then we're going to have the lottery, of course. So let's see who wins. And it is Greg. So congratulations, Greg. What do you want to pick here in the prize pool?
I'll take number 2.
Number 2. Right, I'll send you a message. Good luck to everyone.
So I have a question. Because I'm really confused because I do not wake up at night.
Yeah, I feel like that means that Greg wasn't being honest.
I don't wake
Nick
up
had a
at night
roll.
either.
What role do you think?
Possible Nick.
Why wouldn't he have said he had a role?
Yeah, why wouldn't if Nick woke up at night, why wouldn't have he said, hey, this is why I get to wake up at night? Knowing that I was gunning for him so hard.
Before we get
I'm
to that,
also-
we have one glaring thing right now is that Nick's last thing that he told us was the red inside Amnesiac is dead, and Nick was a villager, so he wouldn't lie about that. So
It could be a minion.
Means that
Minions
he could,
possible.
yeah, he could have been a minion. That's true.
Yeah, he could have been the
Or-
minion, right?
He could be a minion, or the information that we're getting from the lottery is incorrect because I'm absolutely the red insomniac.
That doesn't sound like a good lottery then.
Hey, are you criticizing my lottery?
Did you get your answer, Alex?
Yeah, so I checked Abdul, and I got a thumbs down for him. And
was your
the question that I asked was, am I checking for adjacent werewolves? I think Anna's background noises.
Yeah, Anna, you're...
Oh,
It's-
so sorry.
Okay, can you
Yeah,
repeat
so
that, Alex?
I asked if I was checking for adjacent werewolves, and I got a thumbs down. So I'm doing something else.
I think the minion thing checks up a lot because then it like makes more sense why Greg would have gotten a wake up roll.
Possible. Yeah, that does make sense.
Did the
Anyway,
minion get
last night I
announced as a
checked
villager?
Abdul and Connor, and at least one of them does wake up.
Then
Who?
it's a rule because I do not wake up.
10 and 12, Abdul and Connor.
No.
Yes.
Oh, we have a liar. That's good. That's a great starting point.
Oh, you can kill me
So
to find
if
out.
the minion, so if he was the minion, they're so loud in the other room. I'm so sorry. If he was the minion, he'd still show up as a villager.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Even when he dies?
Yeah.
Like on death, I thought their team was revealed, not their aura or whatever.
Moderator question. Can you tell us that?
Yeah, I said it in the beginning.
Oh.
A minion is a villager in all senses, but it wants the werewolves to win. It wins together with the werewolves, but it looks like a villager, it walks like a villager, and it talks like a villager.
What question
like
do
a
you think I
villager.
should ask next?
Who have you gotten thumbs up on? Yourself
Thumbs
and
up on
Daniel?
me and Daniel, thumbs down on Sasha and Abdul.
Do you think it's just night rolls?
I was gonna say maybe just wakes up at night.
But then it's
And
the same
then-
as in
Yeah, but
insomnia.
Yeah.
right?
either
Which we-
way-
Yeah, that's
we already
true.
have.
That's true.
That could be it.
Attributes?
Attributes,
I
I
don't have
yeah.
any attribute that I know.
You
of.
don't know though.
You
could
might
have.
not know
I
it.
could be,
Yeah.
I suppose.
It could be items too, because you could have a tinfoil hat and not know it. Oh no, because you got a thumbs
think
down
you
on
know
Sasha,
that.
right?
Yeah, and I started with an
Yeah,
item.
and-
Ooh, rules clarification from the moderator. Does a tinfoil hat apply in these mystery scenarios where the person doesn't even know what they're looking for?
Yeah, if the Amnesiac would be looking for items, the tinfoil hat would register as an item, yes.
Oh, as opposed to a... Okay.
No, I think what he was asking, Joseph, is if
No.
hypothetically, if Alex is the amnesiac and he asks for himself, but he has a tinfoil hat, would you give him an answer or would you say this?
I just realized that the tinfoil hat is kind of broken with the amnesiac because, well, I can spoil that much. So there's no, if someone was looking for like doing a C action, how would I do like if I did this to the amnesiac, then they would instantly know that they're what they're doing, right? Because that's the only time I'm doing this.
Well,
So-
not necessarily. I mean, in this instance, maybe, but in future games, you could say if someone with the tinfoil hat is checked for any reason, whether it's the insomniac, the amnesiac, whatever, you'll give them that.
Yeah, but then they know they're checking. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, okay. So
All they'll know is that the person they checked has a tinfoil hat.
So to
is
answer
the
your
only
question,
information.
right now in the game, the tinfoil hat is just standing in relations to C actions, nothing else.
Did Victoria claim a role?
No. I said that I don't wake up and that the insomniac could check me and Anna pretty early on.
Greg, I'm sorry if you already said this. I got confused. Did you get any information from your item?
Nothing that I want to share right now. I'll share it tomorrow without any hesitation.
I'm kind of leaning towards Connor.
I get good all game and now it's bad.
Yeah, I'm thrown because I really have him pegged as good.
I am good. That's what I'm like. Again, either Abdul is lying about not waking up, which at this point I feel like you should come out with a role if you have one, or Greg's lying, but I don't buy that part.
No, I'm just an ordinary villager. I've got nothing, you know. So you could actually sacrifice me if you thought it was necessary. I don't want to die, but I don't have an important role except to vote.
Connor, how would you feel about us going for, if Abdul died, going for you after kind of thing? If he was a villager.
Again, that's, I think, right now, either Abdul is lying or Greg is lying, in my eyes, right? So if we kill Abdul and he's good, from my perspective, that means Greg lied, right? I
Greg
get
was
from your
on my
perspective, that
suspicion
might be
list.
that I'm lying.
So are you claiming Greg had some sort of read that Cody was the insomniac and is just making a big bluff at this point? Because I kind of liked him clearing me.
There's other people
so-
that have died before Cody, correct? Yes, I think Josh died, I believe.
No, that was after.
thought
Cody
Cody was
was
the first
day
one.
one.
Hold on, he
Josh
just
was
now
night
claimed-
2.
We don't have a single nomination yet, right?
Right, but he just now claimed Insomniac yesterday. It's not like he claimed it day one. So I mean, Josh could have been the Insomniac, is what I'm saying. I'm not buying that part. I'm saying that's what could have happened. I'm more on the side of Abdul is lying.
Abdul, if we were to kill Connor and then he was a villager, would you be okay dying after? Well, I guess you already said you're okay dying
Yeah,
to
look,
figure out information.
I think
That's
it's a
why
matter
I
of numbers at this point. I don't think Connor is one of the wolves. I'm like, you know, I haven't been swayed away from that, so I'm really thrown by it. But I am just an ordinary villager, so if it's got to be, you know, I will take a hit if we have to.
Why haven't we gone for Adam?
I honestly think it's Connor now.
Yeah, I think it's Connor too.
Then nominate me, guys, because I don't want to be in the game. You guys thinking it's me, and we get to the end, and then you kill me and we lose.
I
So just
nominate
throw me out
Connor.
now.
Okay,
That's-
Connor has been nominated. Is there a second? I see a second from
second.
Greg. So Connor is the first candidate.
I'll nominate Adam. Let's get this over with.
Adam has been nominated. Is there a second for that? And okay. So Connor, what's your defense?
Oh, I feel like I've tried to be as good as I can, so I don't want to stick around if people are suspicious of me at this point. I'd rather get thrown out right now. You'll find out tomorrow.
All right, Adam, what is your defense?
I think that Connor's a wolf and we should kill him. I think. Okay, I'll say it. I'm the backup Gwommy man, and now that Daniel's dead, I'm gonna start waking up and doing my role. So, unfortunately, hopefully I'll get to protect myself. Otherwise, the wolves will probably come after me. But I would say go after him and not me.
Okay. Any questions? Let's go to a vote. And it's going to be up to kill Connor, down to kill Adam, or abstain from voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. And that means Connor has been killed by the village. Connor was a werewolf. Good night, everyone. Okay. So let's start off here with the Gwommy man. So the Gwommy man, these are your options. So who do you want to protect? Thank you. And Gwommy Wolf. Gwommy Wolf, this is what you have to do. So who do you want to do it to? All right, so the werewolves, you can wake up. Thank you. And the red amnesiac, you can do your thing. Thank you. And the blue amnesiac, you can do your thing. All right. Let's have the Gminion wake up so you can do your check. Who do you want to check? Okay. And finally, the Gwinsomniac. So if you give me 2 numbers. Thank you. All right. So good morning, everyone. Except for Alex. You have been killed in the night. So Alex is dead. Alex was a villager. And that's
Sorry,
everything.
I voted the wrong way last night. I
Let's-
realized we'd
We're
already.
going to have the lottery before we start discussions as well. So and let's see who wins. It is Greg. So Greg has won again, I think. So what do you want, Greg?
Number 5.
Okay, I'll send you a message. There you go.
Okay. So my lottery from yesterday, I was protected that night. And I just learned from Joseph here that both amnesiacs are dead. And last night I checked Victoria and Anna. Neither one of them wakes up at night.
So I think it was really sus that Abdul voted to kill
Connor.
Adam when
Yeah.
Adam came out with his role.
Yeah, it's not just that. I realized I'd also written down the fact that we'd been told Adam was definitely not a wolf.
Wolf man.
Oh, wolf man.
If I remember correctly. Right now I'm thinking the wolves are actually Adam and Abdul. Just because I've checked Graham and
Alex
Sasha, I
said
know
there
they
were
don't wake up
three.
at night.
Alex told us there were 3, and we've killed 2.
Oh, have we killed two? Then it's
There's,
Abdul.
there's one left.
My fault. I thought there were 2 left.
No, there's
Put me
one
up,
left
but
and
it's not
maybe
me.
Curse, but I don't know.
So based on Greg's information, it has to be Abdul, right? Because you said Sasha doesn't wake up, Graham doesn't
Sasha,
wake up,
Graham doesn't
Anna and
wake up,
Victoria don't
Victoria
wake
and
up,
Anna don't. And I mean Insomnia.
and
I'm
the
just a
backup
villager,
still.
but put me up. Okay. It's not me. I'm sorry. I have made a few stupid decisions because I'm a bit unfocused because today's a work day and I'm getting aware if I have to start work soon. But that's all right. I'm happy to go on the chopping block because there's only one of them left and we're getting close.
Adam, what did you do last night?
I got to see, and I got that. I checked Abdul, and he has a tinfoil hat. I got him.
Then why are you still alive? I could have sworn that Joseph said, "Who do you want to protect?"
What?
I could have sworn Joseph said, "Who do you want to protect?" at the Gwommy man.
No.
I think it's most likely Abdul, but if it's not Abdul, then we kill Adam the next night, right?
And yeah, that's where I'm at with this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I nominate Abdul
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
All right,
Second.
Abdul has been nominated and seconded.
It doesn't really matter who he goes up
I'll
against.
nominate
I don't
Sasha
think.
because she's the only one that could be cursed, right? Because how long ago has it been since you checked her, Greg?
That was turn 2. So there's a possibility there.
So I'll nominate
Well,
Sasha.
wait, when
What
was
about
the
Graham? When did you check Graham?
same night?
Oh,
It was Graham
sorry.
and Sasha the same. It was, yeah, my second check.
So Sasha's been nominated. Is there a second for that? Anna's
second.
seconding. Okay. So Abdul is up first for defense.
I'm just an ordinary villager. I think we're getting close. If you kill me, I don't think it's Sasha. Or do we have the possibility of 2 werewolves then with a cursed? That's a yes, is it? Just a nod. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Look. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 6. So possibly 2. Oh, that is getting close. I am just an ordinary villager. I don't really have much to say there. It's not me, but you're not gonna suffer terribly by killing me.
Okay.
Yeah, all of the suspicions that I had earlier on are gone, really. I was totally wrong with Connor. So I probably deserve to die.
So Sasha, what is your defense?
Yeah, I think it was a mistake to second the nomination on me. If we said that if we didn't kill Abdul, we would have gone after Adam in case there was a deflector shield or something. So I don't think that was a good decision. But I'm villager, nothing's changed. I don't wake up in the night. So if it's not Abdul, I think we should go after Adam next. And I think we should be really careful about deflector shield as we get closer because that could mess us up.
Right. Any questions? Let's have a vote. So it's going to be up to kill Abdul, down to kill Sasha, or abstain from voting. In 3, 2, 1, vote. And it seems you want to kill Abdul. Sorry, Abdul. Thank you for playing. And he was a villager. Good night, everyone. Okay, so Gwommy Man, you have these options for tonight. So what do you want to do? Gwommy Man? Who do you want to do that to? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And Gwommy Wolf, you have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And werewolves. Who do you want to target? Thank you. And red Amnesiac, you can do your thing. All right. Thank you. Blue Amnesiac, you can do your thing. All right. Then we're gonna have the Gminion wake up. So Gminion, who do you want to check tonight? All right. Thank you. And finally, the Gwinsomniac. So Gwinsomniac, give me 2 numbers. And give you a thumb up or down. All right. So, good morning, everyone. Except for Adam already got nominated, so that's not a great morning, I guess. But even worse, Greg, your morning, you're dead. Greg was a villager. So you have 1 candidate, you need to find another one today.
I got to protect myself this time. I knew that it was a risk to give up nominate, but...
Well, lottery.
Lottery! Yeah, of course. Of course, how could I forget? It is Victoria. So what do you want to win?
I'll take 1.
All right, I'll send you a message.
So is it Graham or Sasha that we are more sus of?
Or Adam could be lying about that.
I think we have to go for Adam at this point, and then.
But if he's the backup Gwommy Man,
but
you think he's just lying?
I think he probably is.
No,
that'd be my guess.
Okay, well, who do we put up against him?
I almost wonder if Adam nominated himself because he knew he was going to get nominated, and so that he could, like, you know,
makes it look very suspect. Like he's so innocent. I agree.
Yeah.
It could be.
But I'm not stuck on Adam. Like, I'm not stuck on it. I just genuinely don't know.
Did you get any information, Victoria?
No.
I'll nominate Sasha.
I'm sorry,
Who?
what?
I nominate Sasha.
Okay, Sasha has been
'Cause
nominated. And
It's
there's a
either her or
second.
Graham that got turned.
I mean, Victoria and Anna were the ones most recently confirmed.
So, Adam, what's your defense? I can do some
still the
Q&A.
back- I'm still the backup Gwommy man. Like I said, I got the first chance I didn't get to see, or I didn't get to protect, so I had to, and I checked Abdul, got this, and then last night I did get to protect myself. So, and I nominated Sasha because I think it has to be Graham or her. So,
Okay, Sasha, what is your defense?
Yeah, so I am still villager. Nothing has changed there. I think when we were talking about it the other night, we were saying, okay, well, if it's not, if we don't kill the werewolf this time, we're gonna have to go after Adam. So he had to come up with some kind of role. So it makes sense that he picked something to me. So that's my highest suspicion. If it's not Adam, I think it would have to be Graham, but I think it's much more likely to be Adam.
Any questions? You can just discuss.
So if there's still a Gwommy wolf, then the Gwommy wolf couldn't have been turned because whoever nominated Adam would have had to be either the Gwommy wolf or the Gwommy man. And since we have Graham and Sasha as obviously not the Gwommy wolf, then it has to be Adam.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. I wasn't really a question, but anyway. So let's, I don't know. My rules are like changing on the fly. So I just thought you were so quick, so you have a lot of time. But if you don't have any more like questions, then let's just go to the vote. And it's gonna be up to kill Adam, down to kill Sasha, or abstain from voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. And that is a lot of votes for Adam, so Adam has been killed. Adam was a werewolf. Good night, everyone. So let's start off with the Gwommy man. So Gwommy man, here are your options. Who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And Gwommy Wolf, you have to do this to someone. Okay. Then werewolves. Who do you want to target tonight? Thank you. And Gminion, who do you want to check tonight? Thank you. Red Amnesiac, do your thing. Okay. And Blue Amnesiac, you can do your thing. Okay. So finally, the Gwinsomniac. Give me 2 numbers. All right. So everyone can wake up. And what happened here? Well, nothing. Nobody died.
Lottery.
Oh yeah. Should have that as well. Okay.
Need a good lottery.
All right, so it is Graham. What do you want, Graham?
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay. So I'll send you a message.
By the way, I knew Adam was lying the whole time.
So I can come out. I lost a life last night. I am the baby dragon.
Why would they target you?
Because they've got to target me or you.
Yeah, but
Because
wouldn't it be wiser to target me?
unless you're the that turned, I don't know. Like,
No, I
don't know
had a protection shield, so I was like, or a protection for the one night. That was my lottery win yesterday. So I was like really hoping that they would go for me that one night.
So
I
say we
got
not-
super helpful information, Anna. After you
Okay.
said it, I learned the baby dragon has lost 1 life.
Thank you.
So we could have I
mean-
think one of the werewolves could have been the wolf cub too, and instead of getting 2 kills, we just got the curse turn, so it could have happened potentially any night after we killed the so it wouldn't have been Andreas. Like after Connor, it could have happened that night. It could have been the wolf.
Well,
cub.
it
I think at this
can't
point
be-
it has to be me and Sasha, and it's not me. So
It can't
I'll
be
nominate Sasha.
Anna.
You guys can nominate me if you want.
Because
I'll
Anna's
Wait, was
right,
that
do
a
we second
nomination?
the nomination? Yeah, he nominated Sasha. I'll
Okay.
second it if
Yeah.
you need seconds.
Yeah, sure. Sasha is.
I'll nominate
I'll
Graham.
yeah, I'll second Graham.
Okay, so we have our 2 candidates. That was really
Victoria,
quick. Do you want to
who are we
discuss a bit?
voting out?
Or do...
I have no idea. I don't know.
Sasha, whenever you're ready, you can start your defense.
Yeah. Victoria, I know you always think it's me, but it's not me. I promise you it's not me. Please trust me one time.
Okay. Graham, what do you have to say for yourself?
I think we have this. I believe Adam was the Gwommy wolf because he was always saying the thing that I left as the backup Gwommy man. When he claimed it, I didn't want to come out and make myself a target, but he ended up getting killed anyway. So yeah, I protected Greg, I nominated Adam, and last night I protected myself. So
That does.
All right. Any
Adam was the
questions?
Gwommy wolf.
So why didn't Adam nominate you then?
He didn't get to act first. I got to choose first. I chose nominate. I
No,
picked
when
Adam.
when he nominated Sasha yesterday, why didn't he nominate you?
I have no idea. Probably the same reason Connor nominated Adam.
She was more sus.
Any more questions? Then
My gut is to vote that Graham was lying, but I don't know.
I'm almost at the point where if we just let them kill us tonight, one of us, we might get lucky and get a lottery because I genuinely don't know. Because then we'll just be
there's no
to
point
3.
in my like I don't see a scenario like unless the wolf cub thing and one of the 2 of you is turned, I really don't see a scenario where we lose if we kill Sasha.
I don't fully
only-
trust
wait,
you.
No,
though.
because no, no, no.
okay. It's just like I have to stick to my rules because I'm like really strict at some points and I'm not strict at all at other points, which makes it I don't know. So up to kill Sasha, down to kill Graham, or abstain from voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. I see 2 up and 1 down, which means Sasha has been killed. Sorry, Sasha. Thank you for playing. Sasha was a villager. Good night, everyone. And we're gonna start off as we usually do with the Gwommy Man. So Gwommy Man, these are your options. Who do you want to do that to? Thank you. All right. And Gwommy Wolf, this is what you have to do. Or do you want to do it too? All right. Werewolves. Werewolves, who do you want to target? Thank you. And there is no effect left in the game to save whoever was targeted, so you can all wake up. Congratulations, Graham, who just killed Anna. So werewolves have won, 1-1 in the end. I wanted to keep Graham a
Good
little
job,
bit
Graham.
on suspense there, in
I was
case
really
someone
worried.
was
Thank you,
protected
Graham.
somehow.
I didn't even use my deflector shield.
I know. I thought you were going to on that last day. I even posted in the chat. I'm like, we're good. He's got a deflector shield. He can use it. But
Okay, I'll run through stuff, and I will start by saying that this is the. I don't know why. I feel like I'm. Yeah, I don't know. I made more mistakes in this game than ever before, and I think it has to do maybe with the Amnesiac thing. I don't know. I'm doing weird stuff. I will say for Anna, I will have to go back and watch the recording. Did I really say who do you want to protect to Adam? Because he did, or to Graham, because he did choose to protect.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that's a mistake. I think I've never done that before. I always say like, who do you want to do it to? So yeah. Right. Okay. Take care, Daniel. Daniel has to leave here. But okay, so role-wise, Josh was a villager with a sandwich who died before he could eat his sandwich. That's always sad. Nick was a villager turned minion. And then Sasha was a villager who got a gun and then got another gun, so she had 2 guns. Abdul was a villager with a tinfoil hat. Daniel was the Gwommy man. And poor Daniel, first 2 nights he protected himself. He got protected. 3rd night they went after him. So, yeah. Graham started off as the backup Gwommy man who was cursed and had a deflector shield, and then he got turned like night 3 or something. Which I thought was fun, because then we had and then Daniel died, so I thought that was pretty funny that we had a werewolf Gwommy man. Never happened before. Greg was the Insomniac, and Alex was the red Amnesiac, and Alex's thing was that he was the private investigator, so he was looking for people that woke up during the night. So he got a thumbs up for Daniel because he woke up and so on. And the sad thing is that the same night that he died, he figured it out. So he got a thumbs up on his... but I let him do it just because I thought it was fun to see if he figured it out. I didn't say like dead right away when he woke up, but he was already dead that night. The blue Amnesiac was Cody, who died very early. His thing was, he was like a super bodyguard. So he was protecting someone and +1. So if he had protected like Greg, then both Greg and Graham would have been protected that night. So he would protect like 2 people each night. It's very hard to figure out if you're the bodyguard though, I think. But anyway, then Connor was the Wolfman. And I think Connor didn't really think that would matter that much in this game because there wasn't any seer. But he did get checked. That was the funny thing. He got checked by Daniel with a C action. So it did matter, which is like, the odds of that is just so low. The werewolf guard was Andreas. And I kind of like the role, but it's also stressed me out because I had to remember that someone was protected and so on. And I messed up a bit in the beginning, and maybe that gave it away. I'm sorry, Andreas. I don't know if that was the case. Adam was the Gwommy Wolf, who picked Nick, Daly, Alex, and Graham as possible minions. And randomly it became Nick. And Victoria was a villager with a bulletproof vest. Nobody tried to shoot her though. And Anna was the secret baby dragon with a gun. So that was the game. And yeah, so you go ahead.
I actually was going to ask you the night I was killed, or the day I was killed, if I was protecting someone. So I would have known I was the bodyguard.
I would have said hot then, like, because you did, but you didn't. Like, it's very hard. Like, how are you supposed to guess that you're protecting a person plus their neighbor?
Because
like,
you didn't give me a like.
Exactly, you didn't get a response. Yeah.
So that was my next guess.
Yeah.
So the night I died, I was going to check Sasha and Victoria, which would have cleared Sasha. But I died before I could make the check. So.
So there was no way we're letting you live to check.
Oh, I know. I was surprised I lived that long.
So basically, the turn, the cursed one again, seems to happen a lot actually when the werewolves win that.
But at least I knew he was cursed.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Adam knew exactly because he did a C action, so he knew Graham was cursed and had a reflector shield.
Well, I knew that either he or Nick was the minion because Alex was too helpful for the village. So I was trying to figure out which one was. That's why I checked Graham. So if I would have got minion on him, I would have been fine. But seeing he was the backup Gwommy man, so I knew Nick was the minion, and then I knew I could lie about being backup Gwommy man. And then when I eventually died, because I knew I would, he could come out as actually having it, and hopefully the village would believe him.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah,
I think is what actually happened. Thank you, Anna, for that vote on Sasha.
So Anna, or I should ask everyone else, like when Anna said, like, conflicted the claim of baby dragon, did everyone realize that she was a baby dragon?
I did, and then immediately forgot when I targeted her, thinking that the game was over. Yeah.
I mean, she basically gave it away.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I don't know, but and then again,
all I said was.
I know
lying.
you kept within the
He's lying.
Yeah.
If I'd taken notes, I would have had Anna baby dragon with a big circle around it, and I probably wouldn't have targeted her. But
And then Nick, see, I knew you were bad.
What? I'm not bad. I'm just bad at this game.
I was so excited that I had protection that night because I was like, you're definitely going to protect me because Anna's baby dragon.
That ghost.
Yeah.
I will say, as good as Graham played at the end, MVP was Andreas for taking all those bullet shots.
Yes.
At the beginning of the game. Three guns wasted on him.
I did shoot him. He just was protected.
Yeah,
I know, but that's what I'm
Freak
saying.
is dead. He's
Andreas has
been
got to have the
cured.
greatest history of guns.
I think you broke
The
your
history of the
streak
Gwommy
though,
Village.
Andreas.
that's it.
Like you,
yeah, I wasn't killed by it,
Oh.
but I get probably the prize for the most shots in one game. Shot
Oh yeah,
per-
yeah for sure.
But I mean,
and
a
I
few
think
more games like this,
shooting
and you
as
might
well.
have a winning record against the guns.
Probably, yeah.
Next time
Well.
use silver bullets. That's the only thing that works.
I just died with items so many times that I'm like, well, I just would rather at least use them on a werewolf and we can get somebody else. Like I didn't want to die with 2 guns and not use them.
I mean, the
I
funny
didn't
thing was
expect to last that long.
the first day he was protected,
Yeah.
but the day when Sasha started shooting him, he wasn't protected. So it was just that he got good die rolls. Which I thought was so funny.
That's not what I wanted. That probably someone shoots and like wastes a shot on me on the second day because I was like outed from the first minute. I was
Yeah,
like,
okay. Some say that the whip is not that strong, but in the wrong circumstances, the whip is
yeah,
terrible.
It's very
I've
powerful.
now seen the whip reveal 3 werewolves now. This has happened 3 times.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's still on them, right? Andreas could have claimed a role and forced
Okay,
somebody
but
else to counterclaim.
Day one, what are you going to claim?
I mean,
What are
whatever you
gonna
want.
claim?
Claim Gwommy Man, and then
All right,
like,
claim
Yeah,
Gwommy
but
Man.
nobody counterclaims on day 1 because they just see
Yeah.
whether I die at night or not. So
So I have one big issue
Yeah.
with this game, Joseph, and that is the Gwomsomniac, the new version.
Yeah,
I will 100%.
yeah, it clears. It's too strong. Yeah.
Villagers, come out and say you're a villager. Check them and see if they're lying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I realized
That's
that too.
I was like, there's no
Yes.
way we can stop this.
Yeah,
it was too
I guess
The interesting part is, I know Graham gave me a couple suggestions. At one point, I had already written down on my whiteboard who I was checking before those suggestions came out. So we were just on the same page.
I
There was
mean,
one point we said, "Hey, check me and Sasha." I had already had your names on.
I would
whiteboard
keep
for
it
who I
as
was
the
checking.
3.
yeah, it should
Joseph,
be
where
3,
they
I guess.
pick
Yeah,
a person, and it's that person and the 2 next to him.
yeah,
That still, I think, balance it a little bit more. But like 2 people,
yeah.
you just know one of them's lying if somebody says no. I don't.